going to make some bread. All right. This is the easy bread recipe, the same recipe as in the other one. The only difference is instead of butter, we're going to add oil. Okay. So here I have two and a half cups of unbleached all-purpose flour. Okay. Remember I told you that bread is all about nuances. You know, you can leave it out a little bit longer. You know, in this case we're using oil instead of butter. You could use milk instead of water, etc. There are a million variations. So in this particular case, and in most cases what you're going to see with me is you're going to want a wet dough. A dough that's not a ball of dryness that's going to, you know, it's going to stick to you. That's the kind of doughs that I like. Okay? So now, with that said, let's make this really, really good bread. Okay? So 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. All right? And then to that, we're going to add about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay? And over here we have our trusty measuring spoon. Don't let them lie to you now. Don't go wasting your money. I double bag the instant dry yeast. I keep it in the refrigerator. So essentially one of these and a little bit more. So 1.5. And then the idea is for this not to get moisture and stuff. Go back to this and finish it in a few minutes. Alright, so once the yeast is in there, let's stir it around a little bit with the salt. Now, this bread is a compound bread. Now, what do I call a compound bread? Any bread that has stuff in it. Compound rice, compound this, compound that, anything that has stuff in it. In this case, today, we're going to go with bacon bits. So you can get this at the salad section of your local grocery store. All right, they're pretty much everywhere. It's just a bag of little bacon bits. Okay. Now, I'm not going to show you stuff that you have to special order, because what's the point of that? You know, the only thing I've told you to special order is your seasonings if you don't have them. But outside of that, you can get your products anywhere. Just get them fresh. So, take about a handful. Let's say half a cup. Don't ask me how I know. Now, to the bacon, we're going to add, this is about 1.5 tablespoons of dried chives. Okay? Now this is about 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup. I'd say about 1/3 of shredded cheddar cheese. Alright. Those are your dry ingredients. Alright. Now, 2 tablespoons of oil. Alright, so now you have flour, salt, oil. What do you need? Water. You need your liquid. So over here I have a cup to start with of slightly warm water. I want to say it's about the same temperature as your skin. Okay? About 98 degrees. So I'm going to go to the machine. Now remember, no machine. You got to use thunder and lightning. 10 minutes. You're going to knead it for 10 minutes by hand. Alright? So let's mix this a little bit so that it doesn't all get stuck at the bottom. All right. Alright, so we have all our dry oil. Alright. Now I'm going through the hopper up here, and I'm going to start just to break up that cheese a little bit, and then here we go. I see that right there? That's what we're looking for. There you go. Log down the machine. And we're done. That's all it takes right there. That's it. Now, here, I wish you had smell-o-vision. The dough itself smells amazing. So you see what I mean about a wet dough. Now remember, bread is a canvas, you know. Start out with a white bread, and then once you get the white bread down packed, start playing around with it. You can do a million things with it. I mean, today we're just adding, you know, the basics. Bacon, because obviously bacon's yummy. Cheddar and chives. All that stuff goes together. It's like sunshine in spring. So notice how I'm doing this on the pan, right on top of the foil that I'm going to be using to bake it in. Now for this, I am going to need a little bench flour. So, should be a bag of tricks. That should be perfect. That's a nice sticky dough. We're not going to do much to it, okay? Just going to really roll it around. Make sure it's not sticking anywhere. That's pretty much it. Ooh, this is nice and soft. So relaxed. What a relaxed dough. So, right here, take it. Now you can do this in any shape you like, okay? This is completely up to you now. All right? From here, that's it, that's the bread. From here, the bread needs to sit for 1 hour and 30 minutes, okay? Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna give it a little bit of oil, rub it a little bit, give it a little love. Now, I like it to give a little distance, so I'm going to make it just by hand here. Notice how I'm not rolling anything, not using any bench flour. rolling it by hand. Once it doesn't stick, it won't stick to you. Okay? Once you have the oil in your hands and all that, it won't stick to you. So you see we have a nice little log there. Alright? So here we're going to hit it with a little bit of oil so that, and this is vegetable oil by the way, so that the it doesn't create a skin. Alright? And now that it's shaped, I'm going to take my little cutter and slice some lines in it so that it can grow nicely. You can get these cutters on Amazon or at your local restaurant supply. That'll be fine. Yeah, just a little bit more. Alright, so the base of this bread is done. You saw how fast that was? You could literally put it together in a bowl, dump it into the machine. 1 minute later, it comes out. You roll it, slice it, and now you wait 1 hour and 30 minutes. And at the end of that hour and 30 minutes, you're going to put it in the oven at 425 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes. Okay? Depending on how thin you make this. Alright? So if you make it thick, it's going to take a little longer. But if you make it thin like a baguette, it'll be fast, 10-15 minutes. Okay? So in this case, as you can see, this is going to grow maybe 1.5 times its size. It won't grow too much, but it'll grow, and then it'll grow some more in the oven. Okay? This is a single rise bread. This is like white bread. Okay? You're not going to let this rise twice. You're not going to pat it down. You're not going to come back in 2 hours and then 4 hours later and 7 hours tomorrow. You know what I mean? No. This is done in an hour and a half from start to finish. Okay? So we will come back in 1 hour and 30 minutes. All right, we're back. So it rested for 1 hour and 30 minutes. Then it went into an oven at 425 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. This took about 23 minutes, okay? Now, it's going to take different times for you. Remember, you're going to want a gold outside, and you want your bottom to look like that, okay? And it smells amazing. So if you think thin, all right, if you do a thin baguette style, you can slice it, put the cream cheese on top, put little toppings on it. Great appetizer, fantastic appetizer, okay? What we're going to do today, though, is we're going to take this loaf of bread that we just made, and we're going to make some French toast, okay? So we're making French toast, but it's got bacon and chives. Yeah. Look at that. That's beautiful. Huh? That's beautiful. Alright, so a couple of slices here. Now we're cutting them on a bias so that they're bigger. Now remember, this bread is going to be mushy because it's got a lot of cheese in it, okay? So essentially, what I'm going to do next is, I have here 2 eggs, 2 large eggs, 1/2 a cup of evaporated milk, a pinch of cinnamon, and a lot of whiskey. You whisk it up, mix it up, and that's it. It's done. Okay, so that's your dippings for the French toast. That's your French toast mix. So make the French toast for you here in real time. I'm going to take 2 tablespoons of butter. I have 2 servings. You could do this in one pan, no problem at home. I like to do it on an individual basis. This is just 2 of us. But at home, if you have a lot of people, you can make one large, and you go fitting them in as you go. Alright, so while that's melting, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to take 2 of these. And with one hand, I'm going to go in here, right into this guy. Alright. And then we have 2 more. These are big, so we're going to do them one at a time. Now this bread just came out of the oven, literally, not 5 seconds ago. So, someone tells you, no, it's got to rest, it's got to do this. No, it's totally cool. Okay? Now this is literally how easy this dish is, guys. I mean, look how long it took. You saw me make it right here in front of you. Okay. Alright. Now this is a savory dish and sweet. So we have a little bit of both. In this case, we're going to go with a little bit of maple syrup. And this is for what you expect. Alright, not a lot. And then I have some caramel that's going to contrast with the bacon. Alright. Got a little clog. Oh, you're still clogged. Alright, well, that's all we need anyway. So let me show you. This is a freshly made loaf. Come over here and see. This is a freshly made loaf. This is bacon, chives, and cheddar. Okay? And now, as you see, you have options. Alright? You can take, you can put an omelet on top of this, a couple of fried eggs, sunny side up, over medium, whatever you like. Okay? You could take this and make sandwiches out of it. Slice this the long way, load it up really well with cold cuts, whatever you like. Put some salad in there, wrap it up, take it on a picnic with you. It's amazing. I mean, feast your eyes on this. This is gorgeous bread, guys. Make this in 1 hour and 30 minutes. Alright? So, I hope you like it. I hope you try it. I hope it's as easy as it is for you as it is for me to make. And remember, learn to cook and you'll eat better for the rest of your life.